Welcome to episode 831 of Hard Factor. It is another What the Fuck Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will to talk to you today about what do we got in the cup of coffee, Wes? What's happening there?
We got a viral video of some asshole that gave us the he gave us the barstool treatment, quite frankly. Gave them his employees the barstool treatment.
Oh, wow.
And then we got some Amazon news, and we got some Home Alone news and some sad news, unfortunately. So we'll get to that too.
Interesting. I'm very intrigued to hear what that's all about.
I have no idea.
What else we got? Mark, what you doing after that?
Well, I mean, it's What the Fuck Wednesday, so I've got a double food story that I'm calling Cooking with Crazy.
Oh, wow. That's perfect.
Yeah.
My secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Perfect for What the Fuck Wednesday. So, Pat, how long did you work on the same story as Wes and think that you had a different story going?
47 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. So,
Well, when Wes brings up that story, you're going to be...
I have a lot.
You're gonna be knowledgeable.
Please.
very tuned into it. Yes, extremely tuned in. So we have many experts on the show today, and then we're going to close it up with the TikTok International Moment, the James Bond edition today. So,
Hopefully not the most recent movie. Hopefully James Bond the most recent one.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But
Spoiler alert, don't watch it. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to blow myself up at the end. Don't worry.
Oh, got him.
Oh.
That's gonna piss some people
You're gonna
off.
get some comments. You're gonna get some comments. Okay. Well, Pat, you were gonna tell us about something weren't you? While we
You
were
want to talk about your cat sitter?
Oh, yeah.
cat sitter?
So trying to book a cat sitter, right?
Mhm.
And it's going away for the holiday. And
I'll fly in. You know that.
I know that you would, but I'm not going to put you through that. So
How long is Sport going to be alone?
Just 3 days. 3 days we need a cat sitter. No big deal.
Okay.
But I went on the website, right? Signed up for a cat sitter. Found someone. I was like, there's a lot of good reviews here. 40, 50 good reviews. Person's a little bit older for a cat sitter. Seems experienced. I'm like, cool. Done. This is my homie. She's in the same town. And then you go to the next screen and they're like, why don't you contact one more? Just say hi to one more. It'll give you a better chance of finding a sitter.
Do you
for your
think
dog.
it's
Rover?
Do you think it's because of this sitter in particular, or just the advice that they always give?
I would imagine that it's
They
probably,
always do it.
Yeah, they always
for
do.
everyone. But for the sake of the
Because
story,
there's a lot of these type of people.
probably this
So,
sitter
yeah.
in particular. Yes, I'm a rover. Anyway, so my second choice texts me, and they text through like an anonymous. It's the same number, right?
Right.
And I'm like,
Rover number.
yeah, we have a fine little combo. I'm like, this is the person. This is done. I hope the other person doesn't get in touch. Bam, miss a call from a San Diego number. I'm like, that's weird. Working on the show, not picking that up. Then get a text saying, hey, call me. Right? It's my first choice now.
It's
forward.
me. It's me.
And I say, well, I lie because Kate was putting the boy down, but I'm working on the show. So I'm putting my son down, call you after, and then get another call, double call after that. And then a text say that was can meet.
We period can meet. We period can meet right
you
now.
period
It's
cannot
got
come over to watch the cat.
Yeah, that's aggressive, man.
I'm glad
So,
it happened though. You want
Do you
that?
think
you want
you think that's a person who's just like using the voice commands on their phone and it just like is making their phone act like a complete dick?
Look, I don't know,
Or-
Will, but don't give me a reason. You know what I
Right.
mean? Don't give me a
Yeah.
reason
Is
when
it-
I'm letting you in my house.
I mean, they are the
Surprised.
service provider. They're supposed to be trying to impress you. Yeah,
Is
that's
it possible
unimpressive? Yeah.
this person is not a cat sitter and just wants to come and steal shit from your house?
No, she has way too many photos of her on the app with cats.
I
for
could get
not-
you photos of people with cats.
I mean, a lot of different cats, bro.
Give me 1 hour in Mark's house, I'll give you 8,000 photos of cats.
Yeah, it will look like Wes has been cat sitting for years.
Yeah,
He just
just
has
a
to come
different
over
wall.
for 15 minutes. Yeah.
But Mark's cats, the problem is that
They all look
some
the
of them
same.
look alike, so people think that Mark has fewer cats. Actually,
put some
But you
sweaters on
you
them.
can do filters. Right.
Yeah.
Look, my
Black
point
and
is,
whites.
Black and white, yeah.
Yeah.
you want something like this to happen
Got the outdoor cats too.
when you're picking between two strangers to be in your home, right? You want someone to just really come out of the gate a little bit too strong. so you can
basically
say,
remove
"Nope."
themselves from the equation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Listen, cat sitting is a competitive business in a big city. and she just knows what it takes to get the business. You said she had what 45-star reviews?
It's literally $75 we're talking about.
Hey, this is some people's livelihood.
Yeah,
some people do
I
this
mean,
full-time.
that's appropriate though. Cats take no time. That $25 a day is appropriate for a cat.
I thought it was low.
agree.
I was going to pay 40.
No, I mean
that's
these
plenty.
they just come by, literally refill the food,
I mean,
make
they're
sure the
not
cat's
doing the
not
they're
dead. and
not
that's
they're not
it.
doing the litter in 3 days, right? They're doing
No,
water
they're
and
just gonna
food.
leave that for you.
Well, and laser beam time.
No, they're
see,
not going to do that. Give me a break.
No.
They're not going to. You think they're going to try to get the cat out and then laser beam it?
It's a request that we make. So
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I requested my dogs be walked the other day, and guess what? They weren't walked. They were just let out back because
Right.
my camera caught them.
Yeah.
We did a dog run. Classic.
Yeah.
Dog run.
20-minute dog walk turned into a 3-minute let out.
you don't get the pictures like at daycare?
No, I get pictures, but
Yeah,
the pictures tell a different story than the video did.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest with you. If I'm
We
picking
just
up
got home from our long walk,
Yeah.
exhausted
Yeah.
inside the house.
yes, with the water bottle with fake sweat.
Mhm.
I got to be honest with you. If I'm cat sitting and I see someone's requested laser beam treatment, I'm not doing it.
Well, you're not a fucking cat sitter. We went over this.
Yeah.
You're a cat guy. Very
Right.
different.
I don't even want the cat sitters playing with my cats. Get in, give them
No,
the
that's
fucking food,
daddy's
water,
job.
and get out. Yeah, you don't need to pet my cats.
Well,
You
they
don't
probably are
need
going to be weirded out anyways. They're not
Yeah.
going to like come up. What do they want to get
Like,
to
it's
know
not
a
my fucking
stranger?
cat.
Just don't let them out of the house.
I do what the old lady asked me to do,
Yeah.
which is she wants laser beaming for the cat, and
Well,
that's
You
reasonable.
got to pay
ask.
extra for that.
All I do
You
when
just
I
got to
go to
lie
Mark's
and say,
house-
"Oh, I got a text message. She laser beamed the shit out of them."
All I do when I go to Mark's house is I go in, I check the water, the food, I
Yep.
give the friendly cats a pet, I
Right.
look in all the medicine cabinets,
Wait,
and
you
then I
pet
leave.
See, even with the medicine cabinets, what's that? 3-4 minutes?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy.
It's not bad. The bathrooms are close.
I don't do that. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah. I got the Xanax.
Yeah,
That's
I wouldn't
about
know. I don't even look at it. All right, you guys want to?
You need any
There was a
herpes medicine?
time though.
There was a time.
How do I get this thing
Mark's
open?
cabinets were not safe.
He
You
knew
need
better.
hemorrhoid cream? No.
He knew better. All right, you guys want to do the news?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
All right. Fun fact of the day, and we're gonna make this one Beatles inspired because for some sad news that I have later. But the this Beatles fun fact is about the song Michelle, which was inspired by Paul McCartney's favorite technique for picking up girls at parties. So, according to this little blurb I copied,
Did
McCartney
you say
once.
I'm in the Beatles?
Right.
Did he say I'm Paul McCartney?
Work.
No, he was very, very humble back in the day. McCartney once shared in an interview that he and Harrison, self-described working class boys, often felt at odds at the boho chic parties they went to as teens with Lennon, who was older and attending art college. So to hold his own, McCartney developed a habit of dressing in black, sitting in a corner with his guitar, and singing in made-up French to see if he could draw over any of the Juliette Greco-type women. Even though it never worked, but John Lennon one day suggested that McCartney make, quote, that French thing into a song. So that's how the song Michelle was born.
Why don't you put together that French thing?
Remember when you creeped everyone out in the parties?
You sat in the corner? What
That is weird.
Michelle?
Yeah, that is weird.
Did anyone watch the Beatles doc?
Not yet.
One.
It's
No,
pretty
it was
awesome.
Peter Jackson directed one?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
that
well,
Well, he
new one.
edited it, but yeah.
Or yeah.
Effectively,
So
like
he
they're
directed
sitting there talking about like how little they get along. They're like, yeah, we really don't get along.
They
do we?"
hated each other, right?
No, we don't. But they're like hanging in a room. They're not fighting or whatever. They're just like, well, yeah, I don't like you as much as I
No,
used to.
Paul and John were like brothers.
Right, but they hated each other in the end, right?
They had a
Being in a
love. They had a
band,
love-hate
it's tough.
relationship.
It's tough.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Their songs.
They
were
made
awesome.
great music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
They
give a
did.
shit if they liked each other.
They did. Let's move on to holidays. Today is National Brownie Day, so that's pretty good. It's where is it? Let me pull up the
Do you have the giant brownie?
Yeah, I've got. I thought I had the holiday. Anyway, National Brownie Day. It's also pretend to be a time traveler day.
For some
which
people,
is
that's every day. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
really fuck with the QAnoners out there. There it is.
This day also occurs on 364 other days of the year.
Yeah. I know a few guys,
It's also Feast of the Immaculate Conception. That's international on December 8th. So they celebrate that story about Mary. On this day.
Yeah, they definitely didn't bang. Let's eat on it.
Right.
Well, there's lots of. I saw there was another feast yesterday that I didn't include. There's several feasts. I think yesterday was like the feast of Father Christmas or something. Lots of feasts. December's a big feasting month.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, what backwards ass shit was going on with Mary? That like, I mean, what a clever girl, right? To be able to be like,
she is
no, we
very
didn't.
persuasive.
We
Joseph
did not even.
Joseph might have been a little tizzy though.
Right. Oh yeah, Joseph took it because it wasn't Joseph. He's such
Well,
a cuck. The
according-
original cuck, man.
According to the scriptures, the angels came to him and explained it to him. So that's
Yeah.
why.
The angels
Check
ran
him out.
the angels ran a cock block as God got
behind the shed.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were running interference.
Yeah,
They
running
were-
interference.
They were Fredoing the situation.
Come over here. We're angels. And he's like, all right, sweet.
You should totally raise it, Joseph.
Huh?
It's a
She's-
miracle.
What?
Yeah.
How was your after evening, Mary? She's like, pretty good. It's pretty good.
Sex me? No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, so feast on that.
Real
On
quick
this
before we
day,
move on. Before we move on, I thought you had a giant brownie picture. I saw some like group of people made an 850-pound weed brownie for National Brownie Day, and they're selling it.
Wow, delicious.
850-pound weed brownie.
I do miss making weed brownies. That was a fun
Yeah.
hobby. Will taught me how to do that.
Classic activity.
Yeah. On this day in history, sad moment in history, 1980, John Lennon was shot and killed at the age of 40 as he was entering his Manhattan apartment building by Gorilla Dick Mark David Chapman. He shot him 4 times at close range, and Lennon died on the way to the hospital.
What an idiot.
Sucks.
Yeah.
You shoot a Beatle in his prime?
Right.
Yeah.
That's just it. You're just robbing the world of so many good albums. I mean,
What are you doing?
imagine Jordan's six titles with the break in between is nothing
Right.
compared to the theoretical. What could the Beatles have been?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like shooting Jordan after his second title.
Right.
Well, look, this
It's
was in
a-
'81. The Beatles had been broken up for years and years and years.
They were
Yeah,
coming
but they would have
back,
got.
Pat.
You know, they
You
would have
kidding
kept.
me?
They would have kept doing it. They would have
Some
kept.
of those guys had big single careers. They still had the talent.
Yeah. Look
I
at
just
all
saw the
hits
Rolling
Paul
Stones
McCartney's
in their
put out since.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have kept going. John Lennon himself would have, his solo career would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Moving on, this day in history, also, the United States declared war on Japan day after Pearl Harbor.
Right.
We said, it's time for that ass, Japan. And they entered the war with Britain.
You did wake a sleeping monster.
That's
Japan.
right.
They know.
Also in 1969, Nixon announced the Vietnam War was ending. Let's see.
Nice.
Let's see. You guys want to hear what Franklin Roosevelt said?
No, what are you doing? Give us some gusto.
What are you doing? You didn't even do a story.
Let me scroll here. Where's this graphic?
Let me see.
Half the time you don't even have
70s.
graphics. In 1813, Ludwig van Beethoven's Seventh Symphony in A premiered in Vienna with Beethoven conducting. And let's move on to some birthdays. My man Horace.
Like killing Beethoven before his 6th symphony, shooting Lennon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are they doing?
Back in 65 BC, my man Horace was born. He was the leading Roman lyric poet during the time of Augustus, and
he
he
looks
originally
awesome.
fought on the losing Republic side of Battle of Philippi in 42 BC. So, shout out
Happy
Horace. Also, Mary, the Queen of Scots, was born today. Eli Whitney, Jim Morrison, Sinead O'Connor, and Nicki Minaj.
If
Pretty
you
big
can
day.
get you can get past Horace's horrific child fucking in the bathhouses, he seems like he could tell a good story. He had a big smile on his face and a
Yeah,
glass
he was
of
the
wine.
man. Look at this
Yeah.
guy. Look at Horace.
Just keep your sons away from him. But
Yeah, keep your women and your sons away from him. Fuck anything.
guys' night out's great with Horace.
Yeah. Look at that
Greek
goblet-
and Roman culture
goblet
was
of wine.
weird, man.
Oh yeah, togas and just
And those people are
nudity.
supposed to be like responsible for enlightening civilization, and they were just banging the shit out of little kids.
They did have a ton of philosophers. Maybe it's because they were like we got to figure out what's going on because this isn't right.
Why did we keep becoming
There's
pedophiles?
got to be more to life than this.
Let's move on. Honorable mentions. Some sad news. A teary-eyed Nick Cannon announced yesterday that on the Nick Cannon show that his youngest child, his 5-month-old son Zen, passed away over the weekend after battling
terrible.
brain cancer. So very sad news. The loss of a child is the worst thing in the world for any parent. So our condolences go out to Nick and Mom Alyssa. Okay, also trending, Jake Paul is going to fight Tyron Woodley again after his opponent Tommy Fury had to withdraw from their December 18th bout in Tampa, Florida due to, quote, severe chest infection and a broken rib. So, yeah, Tyron
didn't want to fight. Okay.
Yeah, didn't want to fight.
Jake Paul called him out in a tweet. He goes, Fury's the biggest pussy in the world. He goes, instead of making $5 to $15 million, he's going to pay $60 to watch me fight Woodley again. That piece of shit I fought with broken noses and colds, you bitch.
Yeah, he
nailed
really
him.
missed
He
out on
nailed
a
him.
payday. He's an idiot. He should have just gone in there.
Well, who wants to see Woodley again? This
No
is going to
one.
be ridiculous.
The first one was a
boring.
8-round split decision. And according to
$60 for this thing.
yeah.
Nobody's going to watch this.
According to the ESPN, the co-founder of the Sideshow event promotion company, Nakisa Badarian, said Woodley will earn $500,000 bonus if he's able to knock Paul out, which Paul's team hopes debunks the rumors that Paul has been putting up a no knockout clause in his boxing contracts. What he failed to say is that he'll also earn a $700,000 bonus if he doesn't knock him out. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's the tent sale. They
yeah.
market, up to market down type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, the odds in Vegas have Jake Paul favorite, minus 275, Tyron Woodley plus 200. I might take Woodley in this one. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, was he training? He claims he was training, but I doubt
He was ready. He says he was ready, but I mean, it
he's
sounds like the first one was
43.
a
He lost
stinker.
the
I
first
didn't.
one.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. All right, let's
But
move on
Jake
to
Paul won like handily because it's boxing.
There
and
was
Woodley's,
one
like, kinda
knockdown.
sucks at boxing.
Woodley knocked him down in the 4th round. Other than that, Jake Paul won like every round. And he was training for Fury, who's a much better boxer. So I imagine his camp was pretty intense. I would assume that's bad odds, but I would assume Jake Paul wins the fight.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to pay $60 for it. That's for sure.
No.
But you might put the money on Woodley.
But I might put the money on Woodley and just check the updates feverishly.
I hate betting on a fight that you don't watch yet because you're just like, all right, where's the blog where I can read what's
Right,
happening?
You know what's even better than that, more degenerate, because I've done it so many times, is Twitter. You just because it's
Oh yeah,
live,
you just
it's
keep
live.
refreshing it.
Twitter's live, so you just type in like Jake Paul on Twitter, and then they just show you like up to the second pictures and comments. Yeah.
So that's a real scummy feeling.
I've watched a few fights betting and just refresh Twitter.
Yeah. Let's move on to the top trends. First, number 3 for all you Home Alone lovers out there, Airbnb announced that you and your family can now stay at the Home Alone house through Airbnb. Actually, no, you can't, because the rental, which is being hosted by Buzz, is now completely booked up and was going for only $25 a night, apparently. Here's the listing.
Silver tuna?
Yeah. Apparently
Devin
the spots.
Rattay?
Yeah.
Didn't he get in trouble with the law? Is this okay?
I don't know. Buzz?
Am I
don't
thinking
know.
of
I don't know what-
Goldberg? I might be thinking of Goldberg from the
Oh,
movie.
but he
Yeah.
kicked his
Oh,
meth
yeah.
addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yes.
And
I
think
wonder how Buzz is doing, though.
I don't know what Buzz is doing. He was in
He
the
got
newest
big.
He was in the newest Home Alone movie as a cop, I think.
Was he really?
Yeah. Anyway, the spots opened up yesterday at 1 p.m. Central, and they are completely booked up. I guess it was for one night only, so this is a big fucking publicity stunt by Airbnb. Renters will enjoy an evening inside McCallister's house, just as you remember it. And Mark, you're going to hate this. Filled with Christmas decorations, booby traps,
Spider.
candlelit dinner of highly nutritious microwavable macaroni and cheese, Kevin's dad after shave, 90s junk food, and Chicago's finest pizza. And you get to
tarantula.
meet Buzz's tarantula,
Yeah.
If you would like to. But
Pass.
you can't do it anytime soon because this is just a big publicity stunt. They fuck you. So fuck Airbnb, a bunch of shady fee-finding bastards is what they are. There's the tarantula.
Oh, wow.
gross.
Calling on the cookies.
There you go.
Same tarantula from the movie?
No, they all
They
live
lived for a while, but I don't think so. No.
Mark, I had a spider chasing me dream the other night, and I thought of you. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. All right, number
Sounds like it.
it was very scary. Number 2, a viral video produced. Here you go, Pat. You can chime in here. Produced by mortgage company Better.com, whose website says that we took the mortgage process, made it digital, sped it up, then eliminated the fees and commission. But they went viral because of a video posted of their CEO, Vishal Garg, and he gave over 900 employees an early holiday bonus, and that bonus was delivered via Zoom call. And the bonus was stress, depression, financial insecurity, and alcoholism, because he fired them all right before the holidays. Just a heartless act. Who would do such a thing? You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, some of those employees probably have babies on the way. You know what I mean?
Right. Who would ever fire
holidays.
somebody right
In
right in
December.
the holiday?
Yeah.
The holiday
Before the
season. That's
holidays.
Some of them may have just signed a lease in New York City.
over a Zoom meeting, no less. Wow.
Oh, it was.
Unbelievable.
Oh, this is over a Zoom meeting too. So I'm gonna play you guys the heartless video. Here you go.
In my career, I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger.
Yeah.
But we are laying off about 15% of the company for a number of reasons. The market, efficiency, and performances, and productivity.
All the
If you're on this call, you are
fired.
part of the unlucky group
Fuck you, dude.
that is being laid off. Your employment here is terminated.
And it goes on to say effective immediately.
Yeah.
So
I'll try not to cry.
Streamed it.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Okay, I got through it. I didn't cry.
yeah.
What a piece of shit.
He went on to say, I wish this news was different, right? It's better.com.
You're right. He's like, it's really harder for me than it is for you. It's stressful to fire people, and it's hard on
Man.
my psyche.
You're just one person. I've got all 900 of you on my mind.
on my conscience.
Hope I can take this better than last time.
People should get used to getting fired in this monotone, heartless manner, though, because this is how the robots are going to do it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
true.
First, they're jumping straight to assisted suicide first before they then have them do the
They're getting all the
firings after
shitty
that.
jobs, the robots. Yeah. They're getting they're doing assisted suicides. They're gonna have to fire people. Did you guys ever watch Up in the Air with George Clooney? That was a good movie.
Great movie.
He fired.
He was a firer, right? That was his
Yes.
thing. He was a
Yes.
layoff guy. Yeah. As a former corporate guy myself, I've had to do lots of firing. And it's definitely not fun. But this guy sucks at it. I mean, that's
My
horrible.
He does suck
How
at it.
could you think
My dad
that
always had to
that
do
was going to work?
as a corporate, manager, and you could tell when he did it because he would come home and just be
Never a
just
fun day.
shit mood.
Always
Yeah.
horrible to have to fire somebody. And at corporate jobs, you have to do it a lot. But
My
this
mom's like, your
Vishal
dad had to
guy-
lay some people off today. I'm like, okay. I'm like just
Yeah.
running around the house.
Sucks. This is what this guy looks like. So he also, in the video that I didn't grab, he said, you guys know that at least 250 of the people terminated were working an average of 2 hours a day while clocking 8 hours plus a day in the payroll system. They were stealing from you and stealing from our customers who pay the bills and pay our bills. Get educated. Also, apparently back
so
in
he's
May,
saying that he had a giant productivity scam going on under his watch?
pretty much. Yeah, that's why he left productivity.
He mentioned it in the
on
call.
at the
He
last
said
thing, yeah.
he
And
said
productivity.
it's the market, it's performance,
Yeah,
it's
efficiency.
productivity.
So he's claiming he found out that 15% of his staff was ripping him off by just not working during COVID.
So he didn't say that in the video, actually. He wrote that anonymously on, I guess, is a professional network called Blind. Have you
okay.
heard of that? So he wrote this. He wrote that essentially
okay. I thought it was
as
in
an
the video.
employee, and then it was later confirmed that was
it was him.
Yeah.
Ah, got it.
So
Okay.
he hated every single. He liked doing that.
Oh yeah.
When he was like, I don't like doing this. He wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If he created a fake account and was talking shit about the people that he was firing, yeah, he wanted.
It
to
also
do that.
leads me to believe he might have a pretty convincing report that that's the case. So
I mean, they just got
Well,
$750 million in cash and.
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did.
look, that's every fucking company. That's every company in the world. You have people that are not super.
yeah, but I'm just saying, as a person who's been in the shoes of having to do the firing, sometimes when you do find out stuff like that, it's a lot easier to do the firing.
I feel you, but that's every company in the world has people that don't work their entire 8-hour shift. They're not working the whole shift. They're on their phone.
For sure.
They're taking smoke breaks. They're leaving.
Doesn't
the
mean you
office.
have to keep
Sure.
all of them employed.
No, I guess Will's on this guy's side.
Well, like
I mean,
Pat said,
900. This is a bad strategy, but hey, if they were all ripping you off, you got to do what you got to do.
there was only 250 of them. He fired 900. Pat's right though. Back in May, they
Wait, so 650 were innocent, but because 250 were
yeah,
guilty,
they were fired for other reasons, but
he's like,
they got lumped in.
900.
They're probably stealing from me.
That's a little overkill.
But they got $1 billion on the books because they got $750 million in cash. They were going to go through an SPAC through this SoftBank backed mortgage company. So yeah, they got a lot of money on the books. But anyway, had to happen, right?
Hiring someone before the holidays is fucked up.
It is.
Firing someone before the holidays is fucked up.
Wes, did you grab the email that he sent to the?
Oh, the dolphin one.
Yeah.
This is one that Forbes got from him. This is a email that he sent to his employees. It says, "quote You are too damn slow. You are a bunch of dumb dolphins. So stop it right now. You are embarrassing me." So this guy's a dick.
Typo?
He's an
What's he
asshole.
talking
No, I don't know.
Is that like their logo, the dolphin?
No, he's just calling.
No,
them
he
dumb
probably
dolphins.
meant to type assholes, and it like auto corrected dolphins.
He said, "Dumb dolphins get caught in nets and get eaten by sharks."
Oh,
Oh, really?
Gotcha.
So he did mean dolphins.
Oh
they're
yeah,
a bunch of dumb dolphins
He's a
that get eaten by sharks.
billionaire who can't insult,
Yeah.
but he can fire.
Yeah, well, you get that report. Those 250 heads are rolling. You know what I mean? But the other 650, it sounds like that was a little bit overboard. Probably shouldn't have done that right before the holidays.
Yeah, that's.
He
a big,
wanted to
big
though.
fire.
He could.
All right, let's move on to the last one. Or
The cream of the crop!
Amazon and Jeff Bezos were showing everyone just how important they were yesterday with massive outages to many services that Amazon servers control, such as Disney Plus, Ring doorbells, Alexa, Amazon Music, Kindle, Netflix, Tinder, Roku, Coinbase, Cash App, Venmo, online games for nerds like PUBG, League of Legends. One that my son plays, Valorant, was also affected, causing nerds everywhere to yell upstairs to their moms, "Get off the fucking internet, bitch!" That's what they yelled to their moms.
Did he scream that at you?
Did he yell at you?
No, he didn't. He wouldn't dare. I'd kick his ass. And it was a ripple effect for many. Amazon just
Hey, cock! Get off the internet, cock! Get off the internet, bitch!
I'm raiding.
I'm raiding.
The main problem was with the AWS or the Amazon Web Services cloud servers. The ones in Virginia too, which are I think the ones located along the toll road next to Dulles. I think if you remember, there's like those big servers. I think those are the Amazon ones. And the most important app impacted by the outage was the one the Amazon employees use. And it was the Amazon Flex warehouse, I guess, delivery workers who set the apps that kept track of packages, tell them where to go, and generally keep their items on time went down too. So also the robots in the warehouses were down. Yeah, in December. So
package delivered in December. There was a bunch of people like in that guy in Mississippi just throwing the packages in the bushes in the ravine.
it could just be a fucking ploy because they know they're not going to get them out on time. I don't know, but yeah, a lot of
did they say this is an accident or was it malicious?
No, they didn't. They didn't really say I didn't really see anything about that actually.
They're just like, oh, it's just a mistake. All of them never
it was
disclosed.
all AWS, right? It affected like Fire Stick. I have Amazon Fire Stick. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they control a lot of shit.
Yeah. So now you've had Facebook, you've had Bank of America, and now AWS.
That's why this year the best gifts: a candle and a puzzle.
Yeah. It's a lot. That's a lot of big outages in the last few weeks. Like and they never say what the source was.
That's why I write all my letters by hand.
Yeah. Nothing scarier than when Coinbase goes down. I'll tell you.
I think that Pat had said in the past it's a good time to be a hacker. Maybe that's the case.
Yeah, maybe. All right, let's take care of some business, guys. I don't know about you, but since Decked came into our lives, every time I see a truck now that doesn't have a Decked installed, I think that guy is just a poser. I don't think he's a real truck owner anymore. I don't own a truck, but I can safely say that if you own a truck and you don't have decked, you're kind of a poser at this
It makes you
point.
want to talk to him, doesn't it?
What's that?
Go up to. It makes you want to like talk to him in public and be like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have a
You
decked
know
on your
about
truck. I'm
decks?
going to go up.
That
How do you-
system is really nice
how much do you
looking.
love that thing? You know. The deck drawer system is weatherproof, keeping your stuff safe from rain, ice, and snow. Deck makes organizing and accessing everything you need so much easier. Each of Deck's 2 full bed length drawers can carry up to 200 pounds of whatever you got. The drawers roll out waist high, giving you easy access to your organized tools and gear. The Deck drawer system keeps your gear secure too. If your tailgate is locked, you can't open the drawers and you can't remove the system. Even the drawers have locks for added security and peace of mind. Deck is 100% made in the USA, backed by a lifetime no hassle warranty with the second to none customer service team ready to answer all your questions. Yeah, like I said, if I had a truck, I would feel obligated to buy a deck system because I just wouldn't feel like a true truck owner until I had one. I would just feel like a poser. Getting decked was the best thing. It will be the best thing that I ever do when I get my truck perfect. Protect your stuff. Get decked drawer system at deck.com/hardfactor and get free shipping. That's deck.com/hardfactor for free shipping on your deck drawer system, deck.com/hardfactor.
the toolkit's amazing too. I made a joke like last time I did the reviews a couple weeks ago. I was like, Deck's like the Yeti of like truck toolkits and truck like drawers. Deck and Yeti are working together on cooler giveaways. They've teamed up, so
That's awesome.
respect game recognized game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron over there. All right, real quick before I get into my segment, I'd advise you to partake in our oldest sponsor's product, as you might need to calm down to get through these next few stories. I'm, of course, talking about Caliper CBD. Caliper CBD is the absolute best CBD on the market, period. It's an odorless, tasteless powder with exactly 20 milligrams of CBD in each packet. No disgusting, tastes like tinctures. Will's holding up a bunch of them there. He's got the classics. And he's got the Swift Stick Lemon. Beautiful. Caliper CBD is legal in all 50 states. You get all of the chill with none of the highs because there's no THC in it, 0.0%. I love Caliper CBD anytime. Anytime I really need to just calm down, morning, noon, or night, there's really, just, if you go on a workout, you want to you're a little sore, you're a little stressed, whatever. It goes well with morning drinks. It goes well with water, which is every time drinks. It goes well with night drinks. It's all good. Caliper is the only clinically proven CBD brand on the market, and they're easy to use. Packets, like I said, have exactly 20 milligrams of Caliper of CBD in each, and they start working in just 10 minutes. So Will's going to be calm about midway through my first story. No fillers, chemicals, or artificial flavors. Caliper CBD is the perfect stocking stuffer for anyone on your list who could go for a little extra comfort. Enjoy this season. This holiday season, be your merriest with Caliper CBD. Get 35% off. They bumped it up. Get 35% off your first order with promo code FACTOR at trycaliper.com/factor. Try it risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper, CALIPER.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for 35% off your first order. All right. I have a segment for you today called Cooking with Crazy. It's a double Chef's Gone Wild, if you will. First up, let's head to Turkey.
They might need to put some Caliper into their recipes,
All of them. The chef in the first one needs the recipe, and the people that eat the food in the second one need it in the recipe. First up, let's head to Turkey, where if you weren't aware before, I'll tell you now, don't join a cult in Turkey and expect everything to work out.
It's good advice.
Yeah. If you were thinking, I'll just join a religious extremist cult in Turkey and everything's going to be fine, think again, maybe. 38-year-old Ishan Guni and 18-year-old Mehmet Sami Tugrol both attended a private university, the Antalya Science and Culture Association, that some articles are saying is a cult closely related to an extreme religious group. Tugrol, here he is right here, he's an 18-year-old, was a first-year student, and Guni was the head cook of the cafeteria that Tugrol worked at part-time while attending the university. And on the menu earlier this week was Tugrol's head, as the elder chef got a little too creative and pushed Tugrol up against a wall and then chopped his head clean off with the cleaver.
Jesus Christ. That took a turn, didn't it?
Explain. Okay, so the 18-year-old kid
Mouthed off or something, or
was yeah, we'll get to
He
that.
was the apprentice, yeah.
Was the chef like his age-ish?
No, 38.
Okay.
38 to 18. Yeah.
And they
He
developed.
was also they also attended. I think he part-time attended. It's like a cult, so I don't think it matters how old you
What
are.
does
at the
Goonie
age.
Right.
look like?
but it was like an unlikely
Yeah.
They're not
friendship,
showing.
right? Like hanging with the cook is a pretty out there thing to do when you're in college.
Well, they worked together, so I'll get to that later.
Okay.
But so he was an employee, a low-level employee at the head chef's cafeteria.
Okay.
So what
But they were
happened?
both. But they were both cult members.
Well, yeah, I think everyone that goes to this university or is affiliated with it is allegedly. So what happened after he cut his head off is he then placed Tugrul's removed head loosely back on the dead teen's body, like that recent horror movie where they kept cutting.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then he placed the cleaver on the dead teen's chest, and then he yelled to the rest of the staff and everyone nearby the cafeteria that I just shot the Antichrist. And he didn't
man.
shoot anyone.
Quick on his feet. Quick thinking on
yeah.
his feet.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
he
an
quit-
extreme. It's an extreme religious cult, so they probably believed him.
So he's
Right.
like, I gotta label Tugrul as the Antichrist, otherwise this is not gonna play.
It'll work in this cult. Yeah, I mean that adds up. It's an extreme religious cult, right?
Took a page right out of Mary's book, you know?
Exactly.
Just lying, you mean?
Yeah. Maybe Tugrul was asking too many questions, or Chef Goonie just went Goonie. I don't know exactly. And look, let's be honest. Like this is the problem, right? The kid never had a chance because, as all four of us know, a head chef of a restaurant has way too much power for someone that is around teenagers. Head chefs are like CEOs, except instead of CEOs who for most companies just only kind of interact with executives, these CEOs harass and boss around everyone, including like teenagers, like the low-level employees. A head chef is like a dictator at a restaurant. That's, so
They draw a lot of water at those little restaurant communities, yeah, don't they?
they do. And if they ask you to do something, you're gonna do it. Like if they ask you to like line up against the wall and lift your chin up, you're gonna do it. And then you're not expecting a cleaver to the neck, but you're gonna do it anyways. No questions asked there.
Goonie.
Yeah, authorities in Turkey, here's them taking out the headless man's body in a box. Authorities in Turkey have imposed a broadcast and confidentiality ban on the murder case, although details were leaked because it's such a crazy story. Some people snitched. They claim it's because of the severity of the crime and recency of it. I think it's probably because they don't want anyone knowing about this, quote, science university that is full of extreme cultists that cut your head off on a Tuesday, but who knows? A court full of shirtless, barrel-chested Turkish men have upheld the gag order, though, so we probably won't hear much more about the case going forward.
Turkey's got quite a reputation with
What cult?
Cutting body parts off over there.
Oh, yeah.
Khashoggi and now this.
Maybe do a little research before you.
A lot of action in Turkey. Also, they
Turkey.
What's that, Pat?
Khashoggi wasn't in Turkey.
It wasn't?
No.
that was in
No.
Saudi Arabia, right?
It was
Yeah,
no. It was a neutral site, but it wasn't. It was Saudi Arabia that killed him, but it was like I think it was
I thought
like
it was Turkey.
it was not
Turkey.
Saudi Arabia. I don't think it was. Maybe Turkey. We'll
It
Google
was Istanbul, wasn't it?
Istanbul.
Maybe you're
Yeah,
right.
it is Turkey.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, they also have the cats in the streets in Turkey.
Oh yeah, Kedi, great film, 2016.
A lot of action in Turkey.
KEDI, great film. Kedi, they love cats there. Second, hate shirts, love cats. Second on the menu of chefs being insane is, or I should say, are insane foreign food production companies that are heavily investing in insect farming to replace such things as beef for burgers.
Okay,
Back on this
so
tip again, huh? The insect farming. They're thinking
Bill
about doing
Gates,
that again, huh?
is he behind this?
A lot of people are. Like Thai Union Group PCL, who's a leading global seafood company who produces a ton of our tuna as the Chicken of the Sea brand. You might recognize them, right? They are about to give us maggots in the burger. They predict the market for edible bugs will go from less than $1 billion a year now to an over $8 billion a year industry within the next decade. And they say they're taking on big plant and plant-based alternatives to meat. So big insect to meet big plant. That's the next battle. Here's a picture of an insect burger that's currently on the market. Looks great. Bug burger there for you. That's good. How about the big maggot? Anyone want a big maggot coming up?
These are great photos you got of people trying to Gross people out with bugs.
Told you might want a caliper. Oh,
That's big beef. That's big beef for you right there.
Big maggot.
Some big
Yeah.
beef lobbyist photos.
Yeah, big meat is all over this
Yeah.
this insect news.
That maggot photo ruined me.
I'm never eating an insect burger.
Nope.
You gotta call it something different, right? Like I used to know this girl in Austin that she had
You could call it a bugger.
a bugger, right?
Bugger.
She had a company called Crickers, and it was like cricket processed foods.
Which is coming.
That stuff's not that bad. They put some
Crickers?
spice. Yeah, well, I
Those
had some
street
recent.
crickets in, like, Thailand or-
It's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better.
But so crickets, if like seasoned, that's great. But this is like they're trying to trick you. They're gonna in the future they're gonna trick you, and we'll get into it. So this might be in part because the European Union approved locusts and mealworms for human consumption this year, and they have over a dozen other species of insects on the docket coming up, like maggots potentially.
Nobody has to tell you it's in your food.
It'll be in the fine print, but like
No. If there's bugs in it, that's got to be on the front of the label.
nope.
Front. Yes.
It's not
Yes.
gonna be. It's not gonna be. Well,
All right. Well, then I'm gonna
you-
become crazy about reading
should.
every single ingredient. You
should.
wanted me to take nutrition seriously? You legalize bugs in the food.
That's
what
what's happening. It's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming in the next few years. Well, Mohammed
Wow.
Ashur, chief executive officer for Aspire Food Group, is building, Pat, an 11-story vertical cricket farm in Ontario. And he
Yeah.
says that insect farming requires less resources than even soy. You don't need a lot of water to get a gram of protein out of a
Yeah,
cricket.
it's because these fucking dickheads just want the most profitable food
Yes.
source. They don't give a fuck about how it tastes
Correct-
or how
correct,
it is
Will.
for your health. They just want to fuck you up with the cheapest
Well, it's
shit
less
possible.
it's less water, so it's good for the environment. So the disgusting, shocking
Good for
scene,
the
by the way,
environment. Give me a fucking.
That's what they
break.
say.
You know what that means? It means that it makes more money. For
it's
fucking
less
daddy
water
war-
usage. It's
war
less
bucks.
water usage. You're gonna be loving those cricket burgers. So the disgusting, shocking scene in the R-rated movie Snowpiercer, where the entire poor group of people on the bus find out their protein bars are just ground up bugs, is going
real.
from horror scene freak out in a sci-fi movie to reality. That's bad. That is bad.
So we got robot sex and
Yeah.
cricket bars.
Denmark's getting in on this. Austria's getting in on this. I already said Ontario. America's going to get in on it because back to Thai Union, who produces all the chicken of the sea that you see at all of your grocery stores. They're working on a canned tuna substitute to chicken of the sea, which is already, by the way, far inferior to Starkist, right? And their new product
It is
will
one of the worst.
It is. Chicken of the sea's crap. And their new product will combine protein from fruit fly larvae with spices, flavoring, and color to mimic tuna. So it'll still say chicken of the sea, but it's going to be fruit fly larva with spices and flavoring and coloring to make it look like it's tuna.
Chicken of the Sea CEO was like, "It's crazy. People can't tell the difference between our tuna and the fruit fly larva."
Yeah, they went on to say, quote, "We can create different textures, smells, tastes, and colors using the latest food technology." And they said, relax, you won't even know the difference. We've been providing this larvae tuna to Subway for years. Rim shot.
The
I already
tuna
don't trust
sucks.
tuna.
That tuna's bullshit. That tuna's butt.
Bullshit
That
tuna.
floor lava
Cat
ass
won't even
tuna.
eat it.
You ever heard of Bumblebee? These guys got bullshit.
They got bullshit tuna, man. Constant Tedder, founder of Fly Farm, which is Pat, a startup that builds automated insect factories. That's like his.
What the
That's
fuck
just-
is an automated insect factory?
It's a robot machine building.
It's a cricket farm.
that makes insect food for you.
I mean,
You'd-
is it? Don't.
You'd imagine
Yeah.
this guy would get laughed out of the building 10 years ago, but now you can
serious
sell.
thing.
You can sell.
Bill Gates has
insect
got a boner
factories.
in his wallet out. He's how much do you need for it?
You ever
Well,
seen a
wrong
cricket
idea about
infestation?
Gates, Will. You got the wrong idea about Gates.
They're built.
You got to
the
blast
they're
the chalk
breeding
into
them
the
too.
sky after you make
They're
meat
causing
out of all the
infestation.
They're easy to
protein
breed.
bars.
Yeah,
Bugs?
Constant
Yeah,
Tedder.
I've done it.
This guy who's a startup guy who sells insect factories says, well, right now people are making jokes about bugs. Soon they'll be eating them in their burgers. Big maggot. Big maggot, man.
What a dick!
Oh,
He's taunting you.
gross.
Fuck this guy.
He said there's no way
fucking-
around it. It's inevitable.
I am an anti-big bug guy. And big time anti-big bug.
By
guy.
the way, they know that
Don't trust anybody from Big Bug.
it's not for vegetarians because they know that hardcore vegetarians won't eat them because they're animals, right?
Yeah,
I'm out.
this is
I'm out on big bugs.
It's for profit and quote the environment.
100% for profit.
Yeah, in the environment.
No, these people are just like pirates, except with bugs instead of ships.
You should hang with some bug protein people.
Oh, I bet they party because they're
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 rich.
selling. They're
Bill's
selling.
they got next round.
Yeah, they're full
There's
of
some
shit.
purists in the bug protein game. Some people in it for the right reasons. I'll tell you that. Guys, let's talk about therapy real quick. We got to talk about it. Mental health, numero uno to living a healthy and happy and productive life. It's very important. It always gets neglected because people are like, I don't need that stuff. I'm not crazy. Guess what? Everyone's a little crazy or has a little bit of trauma, a little bit of pain, a little bit of stuff going up their chest.
Yeah.
Faux show.
Let's
Hopefully not as much
destigmatize
as the
this.
Turkey chef, but
No, the Turkish chef, that guy's got
Too
problems
much.
therapy can't fix. No chance.
Khashoggi,
But-
Istanbul, by the way.
yeah, right there in
Istanbul.
Turkey. I was wrong. Excuse me.
Turkey.
Tell you what, though,
a lot of action in Turkey.
get pretty close to fixing them. That's our partners over there at Talkspace. That's who get pretty close to fixing them. But you, a normal person, they can absolutely take care of you. So why don't you go check out Talkspace? Talkspace is a wide variety of mental health professionals to deal with pretty much any issue you have. This is the coolest part about Talkspace, right? You can get on Talkspace and say, hey, I have X problem. And the person that's onboarding you is like, oh, here's some good options for mental health professionals that you should talk to about that. You can get psychiatric services. Right. As I've said on the show before, I got my meds adjusted on Talkspace. It's fantastic. And then I got hooked up with a therapist that I talk to monthly online, right, over video chat, an hour. It's great. It's more affordable than when I was looking for in-person treatment.
it saves you time, right?
It saves you time.
'Cause
Also,
you're
the
doing it from
options are
home.
insane,
Yeah.
right? Because if you don't like the person you get assigned to, bam, next, move it on, right?
That's way easier than in real life and having
It's
to go
pretty
go
huge.
office to office. Yeah.
It's pretty huge. If you've ever looked for a therapist in person, it takes usually 6 years. And during that time, your life's usually falling apart, right? Because you're meeting with someone, you're like, I don't like this person. I got to find someone new. And it's a whole thing. Not going to happen with Talkspace. So go over to Talkspace.com. And you're going to want to use promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word. You get $100 off your first month, which is pretty cool. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com. Get $100 off your first month. That's Talkspace.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR. $100 off your first month.
Beautiful.
Yes. Do it. It's mental health. It's important. All right, guys.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Indeed, it is. Thank you, Darcel. Shout out to listener Charles in the Hardo Hive, who's enjoying the Discord server like we thought he would. Thank you, Charles, for submitting some of these stories in today's TikTok International Moment. Patreon.com/hardfactor to get in on the Discord chat with us and Charles.
I gotta erase some comments on that Discord.
You talk shit about Charles in the Discord?
He's going to find them.
He's going to
So
search
I
for his
gotta go
name.
back.
This TikTok International Moment is going to be a European tour from west to east, starting in England and ending deep inside Russia with the little rendezvous in France. That's why I'm saying this is the James Bond edition of the
Right.
TikTok International Moment.
Right.
So let's kick it off in England with a story that would make Q proud, where an Englishman named Alex Orkin, 31 from Wivesfield, England, crammed into his 4-foot, 4-inch long Peel P50. It's the smallest car in the world. There he
Look at
is.
that thing.
That's not a real car.
That's a real car. It's
Did
a
they
three-
build that around him?
It's a 3-wheeler, the Peel P50. He got
That's
it.
a joke car.
It is a joke car, but it does run. Alex is in there for the 874-mile trip from John O'Groats to Land's End. That's a popular English bike route that takes cyclists about 10 to 14 days to complete on average, tip to tip, United Kingdom.
How
So
fast that car go?
yeah, the tiny 3-wheeler has a top speed mark of just 23 miles per hour, and
That's
basically
double the cyber quad. That thing could dust the cyber quad.
it can, Mark, but it requires you to sit on the floor to drive it. So it still took Alex
That's gonna hurt your betas.
19 days to complete the journey.
You feel every rock in your gorge.
Way slower than the slowest
Oh.
possible cyclist. There he is, just crammed into the cab of this.
How
thing.
does
Doesn't
he-
got a radio.
Yeah, how did he stomach that, Pat? Like, how did he 19 days in that thing?
Why
3
did they
weeks.
make the car?
He was going slow. Well, yeah, why
23
did
miles
it's a
an hour,
joke?
Is he the
That's
most
no-
patient man in the world?
It's got to
No
be a
sense.
joke. I didn't look up about the P50 and where it came from. I know it was featured on like Drive. Is that the big show? Or I don't know.
Top Gear?
Top Gear. There it is, Mark.
Drive.
I don't know anything about
What's it
car
called?
The
shows.
clutch.
Cars.
Wheels.
Wheels. That's the name. Yeah. So
Oh man, so it was a 3-wheeled microcar originally made from 62 to 65 on the Isle of Man, where
Okay.
our boy jet skied to bang that chick
right.
during pandemic.
Right,
Also
so-
hurt his gorge. They make all sorts. Yeah. Also bouncing on the thing. Yeah.
they just made it for the tiny ass island. So it was very puzzling why this guy got in a Mario Kart and went all the way across England. But the good news is that Alex raised over $10,500 for children in need in the process of torturing himself for 19 straight days by sitting on that iron floor of the tiny car.
In the process of never being able to have a child again. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy's prostate is beat up. Here's Alex in the Birkenstock victory pose, checking with his sandals and the tiny vehicle. Way to go, Alex.
Dad, insult to injury. It's got no reverse gear, so if you want to like get into like a tight parking spot, you got to get out and push it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
definitely have to push it around a few times to get
He had to get out a lot. He said that he had to talk to people because everybody wanted to stop him all the time and talk to him. He also had to drive the last 50 miles with one of the doors just roped onto the car because it fell off the car. So it's puzzling why he did it, but hey, he did it for the kids.
$10,000, huh?
$10,000 for the kids.
19
all it took
days.
was 3 weeks of brutal torture.
Could have panhandled for that.
Yeah, $600 a day, 550, 520 a day.
People are real confused with Alex. All right, moving it along to France, where just like James Bond would do, this next smooth, unnamed son of a bitch struck it rich from the precious loot inside the wreckage of an epic plane crash, James Bond style. That's right, treasure alert for Mark and Wes. The French climber who discovered nearly $200,000 of emeralds in 2013
Look at that.
Whoa.
on Mont Blanc in France
Oh,
has
God.
finally been awarded half of the gems by the Chamonix Mont Blanc Council after the original owners of the gems could not be located since their discovery. So
Put that pick up again, Will.
yes,
He didn't like find these in their natural environment. That's a sack of gems, like a felt Crown Royal bag of gems. That
oh, you're
someone
damn
dropped.
right, Pat. Yeah, he found the loot. He looted a sack of emeralds, right, from an Air India Boeing 707 that crashed on Mont Blanc in 1966 with the stones in tow inside the airplane. But now
Incredible.
Yeah.
Smuggled, basically.
basically, but then this climber found him 2013. He's finally getting, or he or she finally getting their share in the Chamonix Crystal Museum. We'll get the other half when it reopens. It'll put them on display when it reopens following renovations on December 19th. So
What does that mean? He found like it's a plane crash, so it's a bunch of dead people. He's a climber, right? So it was probably challenging to get in there.
he climbed
knew
in
that-
there.
He must have knew it was there. Like
He's
you
a
don't-
treasure hunter.
They
You
were
don't
like,
go to Boeing 747 and come out with a bag of emeralds just on accident. You know what I
I
mean?
like how they were
Badass.
like, we couldn't find the original owners who died in the plane crash.
Right,
Right.
obviously.
Well, they were looking for they were
He's in there
looking for
taking
relatives.
teeth out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they
Offspring.
talking about? And we're gonna wait for them to claim it. Their skeleton.
Yeah.
Also, they're crooks because they kept half of it.
Oh
They
yeah,
are. It's fucked up.
that's big government for you right
Yeah.
there. What's up with France, huh?
So we got to
What
calm
a
down.
pussy
Shut. We
half of
find
it.
this stuff.
Telling him.
You can't. That's like the guy from Israel that found the sword and just gave it to a museum.
Yeah,
the Crusader sword. You gotta
Can't tell
fucking.
anybody.
You find a Crusader sword
Gumpy
or a sack
over
of
there.
emeralds, you keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip it.
Black
Zip it
market.
the fuck up.
I got it
All right,
at the
guys.
Renaissance Fair, and then you create like an account online and sell it. You know.
Mhm.
anything but tell the local government. All right, fellas, as promised, let's take it deep into the heart of Mother Russia, to Moscow, to finish off this 007 edition of the TikTok International Moment, where the eyes of the world were on Russian President Vladimir Putin and American President Joe Biden as they met via video call on Tuesday, with tensions rising on the Ukrainian and Polish borders. Russian troops, Belarusian troops all over the place, crowding it. Lukashenko raving about wanting to rebuild the Soviet bloc. The eyes of the world were trained on this very tense meeting. And we've got some exclusive footage of the start of this extremely serious meeting. Here it is, fellas. There's Vladimir Putin. He's waving at the screen.
Australia.
Nice table he's got there.
There you go.
Hello. And that's Joe Biden figuring out the mute on the conference phone.
Unfortunately,
celebrating for himself after he figured out the mute button. Here's they're gonna play at another angle.
Look at the shine on
Okay,
that
Joe
table.
Biden doesn't know that he's been said hello to yet.
there you
It's
go.
flags.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Oh, poor Putin.
Good to see you again.
So
Poor Vladimir.
so President Joe Biden just masterfully broke the ice with the totally on purpose. Old man doesn't know how to work a conference phone routine. He just did it, pulled it off to perfection, and it worked. Classic gag. Vladimir Putin was in a good mood.
Vlad loves
Just a
it.
productive conversation after that.
Beautiful.
All downhill from there.
Vlad should do what we do with Yuri and just pop the shirt off, right? Just pop the shirt off. like
He's
he
got
wants to.
really impressive chest muscles.
He doesn't want to
Tits, yeah.
wear a shirt and tie. Well, he doesn't like wearing the shirt and tie.
Yeah. He doesn't. I do like how Biden not being able to figure out the phone amused him. You could tell he was
He's
he was
like, I knew
greatly,
it. I
He
knew
he
it.
was
wanna
greatly
bet.
entertained by that.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
com-
He
they have
won
a
a bet,
combined
yeah.
age of
Yeah.
like 150 years old, trying to do Zoom calls without technical assistance. It ain't gonna work out so good.
No, they had plenty of technical assistance. Joe just really jumbled it up there. And he had to get the phone off mute before he could talk to Vlad. But it was all downhill after they figured out the audio, as both presidents apparently just postured about how they don't want any trouble.
We're not.
They
Best
don't want
friends.
I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. But
What about
reports-
Ukraine?
right. But Ukraine might have some trouble. Reports from various news outlets suggest that Ukraine better not join NATO or try to retake any land taken by Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine, or there might be some trouble. And other reports suggested if there were any trouble like that, the U.S. would probably seek to halt Russia's Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline to Germany and impose other quote unquote unprecedented sanctions on
Yeah.
Russia.
They
So
better
we'll
not
see what
join
happens.
NATO, or it's going to end like the last James Bond movie for them.
He blows himself up. That's what happens.
They could just remove one of the words in the title. I'll leave it at that. It's called No Time to Die. They could just get rid of one of the words.
Yeah.
Fucking pieces
Yeah.
of shit ruining the franchise.
Well, just like the end of the James Bond latest movie, as always here at Hard Factor, we're hoping that these rising tensions don't lead to the start of World War III. But guys, we've been here before tons of times already on the show, Hard Factor, the potential start of World War III, bunch of different nations, and it hasn't happened yet. And we've only been a show for like 3.5 years, and it's happened a billion times where we thought it might happen, hasn't happened yet. So everybody just
True.
chill out.
Take a caliper. Drink
Yeah,
7-Up.
Take caliber, 7
Eat a
Up, a moon pie, and hope for the best. And that's today's TikTok International Moment. And that's also today's episode of Hard Factor.
I was going to say, well, another fun fact about today is that back, I think, 1966, the U.S. and Russia agreed that they wouldn't use nuclear weapons in space on this day. So interesting timing.
Oh,
with Vlad and Biden meeting.
Look at that. 66 coming back big. That was also the year that the plane with the emeralds crashed into the mountain.
I think it was
History
66.
repeats itself.
Look at this. All right. And that's going to do it for today's Hard Factor. Thank you for listening. As always, best listeners in the biz out there in the Hardo Hive. Don't forget, 'tis the season to get some merch at store.hardfactor.com. Ordered my 'tis the season merch today. Can't wait to get it. Stay tuned we're going to have a holiday trivia sometime before or after the holidays. Around the holidays, sometime there will be trivia. Patreon.com/hardfactor to get in on the next round of trivia. The April 8th through 10th weekend retreat, Hive Island 2022 in Florida. Flying into Tampa. Trip details coming soon. The Hornet's Nest, that's still around. Don't worry. If you want to be involved with the Hornet's Nest, stay tuned. We're gonna get it going soon. You know, it takes us like twice as long to do everything that we think
That's
it's
our
gonna take
army.
us. But we're gonna get there. Yeah, it's gonna be getting
Soldiers,
involved,
foot soldiers,
promoting the show. But most importantly,
worker bees.
I've had 6 messages from the catwalker that I'm not
Right now?
Yep, 6 messages since we
Did
started.
you tell her
taping.
no yet?
No,
you're just
Just
gonna
tell-
let her.
Tell her the
gonna let her
cat's
keep
dead.
going?
Tell the cat dead.
Yeah, tell her it ran away.
Tell the cat's gone.
He got anxiety from having
You know
the
what
baby
hap-
meet you.
You know what happened? I got a different cat sitter, and they let
No,
the
he
cat
got
out.
attacked.
Should have
He-
gone with you.
Yeah, he got out and got attacked by a dog.
Should have gone to pro like you.
Awful.
Oh my god.
But most importantly, have a great fucking day.